Good morning. My name is Untitled, and today I want to discuss assessment for learning for teachers. In every organization, you need to have an assessment for learning of your staff. In the case of teachers in a school, assessment for learning ensures that they keep on improving on their professional practice. Now, how do you ensure there's assessment for learning in your school? It's in two formats. First, you observe through observations. I prefer a drop-in observation where the teacher doesn't know I'm going to come. Therefore, you see what really happens in the class. And nowadays you have virtual lessons, you have lessons in the physical environment, and you also have hybrid lessons. So you observe, and sometimes I take a camera so that I can sit and watch with the person the teacher that took the lesson, and we see and discuss the lesson. The second format is the formal written. They have a written test, formal written assessment, where questions are, maybe you give them a paper that they give their children, or a test that assesses their knowledge, the knowledge of what they're teaching and how they deliver or enable learning in their classes. So by the time you combine what you've observed and what they've written, it gives you a fair picture of the learning journey that particular teacher, the point on the learning journey of that particular teacher. Because it's a school and they're here to learn as well as to enable learning. And so when you discuss this in your mentor session, there ought to be mentor sessions. You don't just sit on the results. The results are used at various mentor sessions. That is, you can decide to have a mentor session with the team lead about his or her team, that this is what you observed, and then he or she goes to have a separate meeting with that person to be able to mentor, so to say, and enable that person's learning journey to improve or to progress. But as a head teacher or head of school, you need to be able to have a one-on-one session with each of your teachers so that you discuss what you've observed, things they need to work on, things they need to chalk, things they need to, to improve on, to make sure that their learning, their enabling learning in their classes is top-notch. Every school is saying we're producing leaders, but it all is in the hands of the teacher. So when you have worked with the teacher such that his or her journey progresses because you've assessed with the mind of improving the learning of that teacher, then you have progress in the school. So it's not only the children that you plan for assessment for their learning, you also plan for the assessment for learning for your teachers. And when you observe that that teacher is struggling in a particular area, it behoves you as the head of school, as the person in charge of moving learning forward in your school, holistically, to identify the training. Is it internal? Is it external? Is it something that you can do for or with the teacher that will address the challenges or the challenge that you've observed? So this has been Untitled talking about assessment for learning of teachers in our schools. Thank you. Have a good day.